300. What's the deal? It's your folks, Shaka. I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So yeah, I wanted to speak about that altercation that occurred in Brooklyn, New York, I believe. Now apparently there was an altercation between two men of African descent. Can't really say if they were both so-called black men or not, but two men of African descent. And pretty much what transpired was one of the dudes, including his son, was murdered. All right. And so I wanted to speak on it because, you know, there's a lot of talk about it, and I believe that there are just some things that are not being spoke on that should be spoke on, okay? And so that is why I'm making a video today. But just getting into it, man, one thing that I'm noticing is you got a lot of people, most of the people actually, who don't believe it's justified, okay? They are only taking into account this one isolated situation, which obviously, as we can see, was the tipping point, okay? But it is being said that, you know, this had been going on for years. I think they said it was like 3 or 4 years, okay? And there was never a resolve, all right? And so what transpired that day, I guess the dude that had enough of it, so he came upstairs and he wanted some smoke, okay? Now, just a backstory from what I'm hearing, the dude downstairs, he had a lot of problems with the family upstairs making a lot of noise, okay? And so, you know, I guess that one day he decided, well, that day he decided to, I guess, knock on the ceiling, and the father, he bam back. And so the dude kind of like snapped and came upstairs. And that's kind of like when they went at it, and, you know, dude shot the guy and the son. Now, just my thoughts on it, man. First off, it was not really smart for the father or whatever, the guy upstairs, to really pull up on the dude with scissors, okay? That was not smart for him to do, all right? But I believe he probably did that because he knew who he was dealing with before. He didn't know who he was dealing with that day, okay? And I can tell by, you know, just like that short interaction. But, you know, he kind of like did, all right? But I'm going to tell y'all this. The dude did not want to snap like that. He didn't want to snap like that, okay? That's why he kind of like allowed him to get all in his face, and, you know, he said what he said, and, you know, things like that. But when you pay attention to the video, what made that dude snap, and what pretty much, in my opinion, gives me an idea of why it happened anyway, what made him snap is the guy, when he put the scissors to his neck, right, he had already probably like felt like dude was once again getting the upper hand over him, okay? And so when he put the scissors to his neck, and then he kind of like moved back, that's when dude pulled the gun like, nah, you gonna take me seriously today. But if you pay attention, the father, the guy that was shot, he had actually turned and looked at him while he had the gun in his hand, okay? And then he kind of like turned his back again. That's what made that dude snap, man. That's right there what made that dude snap. That's why he immediately started shooting after that happened, okay? And the reason why is because he still felt like that dude was not taking him seriously, despite him having a gun. And so that's what made him say, you know, nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you gonna take me seriously today, because this ain't gonna happen again, or whatever. I mean what I said. And so in my opinion, man, there's a possibility, there's a chance, okay, that situation could have been turned around. All right. And I don't know, what some people are like, but, back in my times, there has been situations where I was out there empty-handed and somebody has pulled a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? And when they do that, man, you gotta give them the attention. You know what I'm saying? And see, it seems like that's what that dude wanted from him right there. He wanted him to say, hey, bruh, you got it, man. You got it. Okay? Let's figure this out before it gets to that point. All right? You got the gun, you know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. All right? And he did not get that. He got that dude brushing him off, and the dude snapped out. And to be real with you, man, there are a lot of situations where that happen, okay? Where so-called black men or just men of African descent, they carry them guns because they want to be taken seriously, man. You know what I'm saying? In those situations, they want you to respect them like a man, all right? And so I think that's pretty much what happened. And a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't he just go downstairs? He had the opportunity to go downstairs. He didn't go downstairs, man, because he came upstairs to be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? His mindset wasn't to retreat, all right? Especially when he had a gun, all right? And that's the reason why I believe he did that. And some people are talking about, like, man, why did he shoot the son? You know what I'm saying? Well, the son was jumping at him, okay? And a lot of people saying, well, he was trying to finish fire. Okay, well, yeah, but when a man got a gun, especially, and plus a beam, okay, you don't jump at him. He ain't about to sidestep you. He gonna pull it out and use it. He had just used it on his father. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, he was gonna tear him up right there. Like, it's unfortunate, but the son made the wrong move, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because the dude, he had already felt outnumbered. He already felt at a disadvantage when the big old, man was out there. So he got his son there. You know what I'm saying? Dude gonna be ready to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's what happened. And then as far as him going over to shoot him, man, that's the thing, man. When it comes to that game, man, it's kind of like once the barrier break, it's just, you don't know when the blackout is gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when the mindset is gonna be, okay, the mission is done. Once that trigger is pulled, man, that's how it be out here in the real. A lot of people was looking at it like it's the movies. Oh, man, he shot him a couple times, man. You know what I'm saying? Behind that gun, man, you turn into a monster, man, if you're not careful. And so that's kind of like what happened, man. Dude just snapped out, but I don't think he wanted to do that from the jump. And I think the lesson is, man, as black men, dog, because nobody cares, okay, about us like that. When we get into these altercations, man, we got to learn how to de-escalate each other, man. Because and resolve our problems, bro. See, that's one of the issues, and I don't know. Like I said, men of African descent too. All right, just in general, man. We got to learn how to resolve our problems between each other the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody for real trying to give no intervention to us. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to know how to de-escalate each other. And I think that situation could have been de-escalated. All right. But there were a couple of mistakes made, like the pulling of the scissors, putting the scissors to the dude's neck. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say he was walking away. But the thing is, man, that was the thing. He turned his back on that dude and walked away. All right. I know that sounds crazy, but you gotta put your hands up, man. It's just like an animal, kind of like sometimes in those moments. You got to put your hands up. You got to kind of look them in the eye. You got to talk to them, man. Hey, brother, I don't want nobody to die here today. This is an altercation we can fix, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, man, those brothers will put those guns down. It's not like the movies, man. But that's what I think on the situation, man. It's 300.